lovelies, welcome back to the channel. We are going to get crafty today. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a cute crystal kind of witchy eyeglass chain or glasses chain, I'm not really sure, in the spirit of Art Attack and all those other childhood crafty shows. Let me show you what I made earlier. So this is it here. Let me just attach it onto the glasses. This one is using sort of yellow colored gems. The one we're going to make today is using amethyst chips. Ta-da! So this is what it looks like on. Feel kind of like Hogwarts professor realness with these. But yeah, so these are made with little crystal chips and they're done in a sort of rosary style chain. And I just think if you want to do a sort of like little like forest witch, cottage witch, granny goth kind of look, I think it's really cute. And yeah, I will show you how to make one right now. So you're going to need some copper jewelry wire. This comes in loads of different colors. I chose to get some that matches the frame of the glasses I'm using. You can use whatever color you want. I've gone with a 0.5mm thickness. I wouldn't go any thinner than that because it'll be way too flimsy. You can maybe get away with going a little bit thicker. I think I also tried this with 0.8mm wire, and it was just a wee bit too chunky and tough for my liking. Anything between 0.5 and 0.8 is what I would personally recommend. You will also need some of these pliers. So these are specifically the ones with the completely round little noses. You definitely want some of those. You also want a pair of wire cutters, and preferably also a pair of normal sort of needle nose pliers. If you have the round nose ones, you don't really need these, you can do without, but they do make it a bit easier. You will also need some of these little guys. I forget the name, but I will put it on screen, and I will have links to all of these materials down below, so you'll be able to find them no problem. And then finally, you want your crystal chips. So I got these off of eBay. I will also link to a few listings down below so you can find them easier. Thankfully they come already on a string, so they're not in a big messy bag. But yeah, so these are some little amethyst chips. Whether or not it's real amethyst, I have no idea, but it doesn't really matter because we're just making something cute. We're not doing any spell work or anything, so that's fine. But yeah, so first off you just want to get your beads ready. I always use some sort of little tray. I just have a like sweet tin lid here just to stop them going everywhere. So set up your little tray and I just take them off in little groups at a time rather than taking the entire thing off the string. Then cut yourself a piece of wire. I don't really measure, I just kind of know how long I want it to be. So cut a little piece and then do a test first. Do a little test to make sure it's the right size, but once you do that, I like to cut a whole bunch so that they're ready to go and I don't have to do it every single time. And that is what you should end up with. So take your piece of wire and take your normal pliers, and you want to go somewhere between 1/4 and 1/3 of the way up and make a bend so that you have an L shape. Like that. Then take your round nose pliers and twist it round in a loop back towards that bend. And then you should have one little loop. You want to make sure that you kind of close this and straighten it off as much as possible. Rosary chains are really prone to snagging and coming apart, so you want to close that little loop off as much as you possibly can. Then start stacking a few of the crystal chips on there. I tried to find ones that have like varying shapes and color shades just to really get some good texture in there. And once you fill it between 1/3 and 2/4 of the way, then you want to stop. Grab those pliers again, make another L bend, and do the exact same thing. So for your first link, you're going to want to close this completely like we did for the first loop. Every time you make one after, leave a little gap at first, like this, if you can see. Leave it just a little bit open so that you can then slip it on to the other one and make a chain. But this is our first one, so we're going to close it the whole way up. And that is our first piece. So let's do that again. So take your wire, make the L, twist it round into a little closed loop, pop on all of your little crystal chips, make another L, and make an almost closed off loop. And then we just want to go ahead and link the two together. So just pick it up like this Sorry, it's hard to see. And as you can see then, we have one closed one almost closed one. You just want to get your round pliers again and shut it the entire way off so that they're permanently linked. And that is the start of your chain. Well done. Now we have to do this about a million more times. This is quite therapeutic, but it can also be a bit tedious. It does take a long time. So I'd say stick on a movie or some music, or do what I did and talk to some friends while you do it. And after a while, you should have a super long chain. Every now and again, drape it around your neck to see how the length is coming, to figure out how long you want it to hang. And you should be done in no time if you distract yourself. So next up, you need some jump rings. You can either make these with the wire and your round nose pliers again, or you can just buy some if that's too fiddly. I ended up using some that I had bought, and then you just want to use that to connect the little rubber guys onto your chin. And that's you done. You just slip those little rubber loops over and then you pull the little metal spiral up to tighten it, and your glasses will have a pretty finished chin. And this is the completed look. I actually just sat and made this while talking to people on Instagram Live, so if you were part of the Instagram Live where I made this, please leave a comment because that's all just very fresh. So yeah, this is the finished look. As I say, I just think it's really cute and like witchy. It makes me think of like a Hogwarts professor or something, so yeah, let me know if you try making one of these. I would love to see it. I'm sorry if anything wasn't super clear. I was having real issues trying to record this on camera. If you need more tips on how to make a rosary style chain, you can find those on YouTube. There are people who are like dedicated to making jewelry videos who can show you in much closer detail how to make a rosary chain. And once you understand the basics, then you can take that and instead of using beads, you can use crystals. So if you need a little extra help, it is out there. But this is just how I make this cute little glasses chain thing. So let me know if you liked this crafty video and I will try to do more in the future. And if you did, give me a thumbs up so I know that'll help a lot. If you're new here, consider subscribing. We would love to have you as part of the family. You can check out some of the other videos first and see what you think. And finally, before you go, if you could check out my Patreon, that would be amazing. It supports this channel so much. It supports me. It's how I pay my bills and my rent. And also if there's anything left over, then I can use it for getting supplies for videos like this, which is great. So that is an awesome way to support this channel. The link will be down in the description. So I am off. As I say, I hope you enjoyed this and I will see you in the next video. Bye lovelies!